Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I'm Stephanie Fisher. I'm a licensed counselor here in the state of Michigan, and I am owner and operator of In Progress Counseling. One of the things that I have to walk with clients very often and in my own story when I'm trying to process emotions accurately, one of the freedoms that we work on together is being able to say very forthrightly, hey, this is really hard. And it doesn't mean whatever I'm going through is hard for everybody, but I'm able to identify that for me, whatever this thing is in front of me that I'm holding or sorting through or trying to handle, this is hard. And a lot of times clients will use those but statements that we've talked about. Well, this is hard, but it shouldn't be. Okay, but it is. For you right now, this is stressful, this is hard. If we can't say that, then we don't get to hold that together and just lament, hey, this is hard. I'm going through something right now. This is difficult for me. This might be overwhelming. It might be huge applied pressure that I'm trying to hold right now. And if we don't have the freedom to say that, and we throw a bunch of caveats or a bunch of should statements at it, then we don't get to just say, hey, this is hard for me. I sit with clients who do copious amounts of hard emotional lifting, and sometimes they don't let themselves say, hey, this is really heavy. But it is heavy. You literally have walked into an office and sat down and said, I'm going to hold this thing in front of me here. And my job is to hold it with you. And we have to be able to acknowledge that it's tough work. It's hard work. One of the most freeing things that my personal therapist said to me a long time ago, he said, I'm going to ask you to work harder on this than you've probably worked on most anything. And it's not because I'm not a hard worker, but I'm conditioned for many types of hard work. I know how to do aggressive physical activity. Now, compared to some, it's probably not too aggressive, but for me, I know how to beast mode. For work, I know how to do heavy lifts. I have stamina and endurance built up. I can do those things. It's the emotional pieces that I didn't have a lot of capacity for. Number one, no one had taught me how to hold emotions well and how to process. Number two, there wasn't time in my life when I'm doing all the physical and work-related rigorous things. I didn't know how to hold emotions well. And so what he was saying to me is, Steph, this is going to be new and it's going to be a heavy lift because you haven't done this thing before. And I'm here holding it with you. And we're allowed to say, hey, this is really hard. Sitting with my feelings is hard. Feeling things like grief is painful. Acknowledging my historical hurts, it can be brutal. Knowing that I'm vulnerable in some ways, that's really heavy. Knowing that I can get hurt again, even if I do my due diligence, the minute I decide to trust other people, it's the minute I invite myself into something risky. That's not a problem, but that's a reality. That's hard. It's hard to open ourselves up to things. It's hard to trust processes. It's hard to take the next little step if I'm not sure that there's a payoff. Now, I go through with clients a lot of framing around, yeah, but if you don't do the next thing, there's a guaranteed lack of payoff, right? Or that idea of consistency over time yields outcomes that are really quite incredible. So we go into a lot of that language, but we're also allowed to say that in this moment, it's hard for me. In this moment, I don't like this. In this moment, there's a lot of weight on me that's really, really uncomfortable or unfamiliar or just hard. Those are okay things to say. Those are realities that we get to hold together. And so if you're watching yourself use but statements or caveats or shoulds or supposed tos, there is a freedom in saying, this is just really hard. For me right now, this is hard. And no one needs to talk us out of that. And I don't need to talk myself out of that. It's just hard.